Greetings everyone and welcome back to Sorcery, Part 3, The Seven Serpents. Alright, so we get out of this cliff, get off, get down. Huh, that, that looked like this, like the top of the ship? Bird nest? Is it how you call those, I think? Okay, now, what we should do here? Um, which way would be the best way? Huh. Aiedail. Good question. Okay, I guess. I kind of feel like going up first. I don't know why, but. Hmm. But there is no way back though. Well, there is a cave here, so I guess that's something. Okay, let's go up and see how it goes. I have no clue what to expect. You head out across the plain as the sun climbs towards its zenith. This then is the pit of the Backlands. It is not as fearsome as you had expected, but maybe the sludge and grime of Kare has taught your resolve. But it is mostly empty, rather than dire. The air is dusty but not fetid. There are few places for monsters to hide. Somewhere east of the Badubak Ridge is the famed forest of Saneta. Perhaps the kind of place a serpent might hide? What are those? You make your slow way across the endless wastes. The sun has reached its highest point now. Out of the shade, the air is baking hot. From here, the path is uncertain. Badubag is the wasteland, and there is no pass through the great ridge that forms the eastern border. The Zanzun Peaks and the Mapang seems impossibly far away, and yet a way must be found. When the Archmage sent his birdmen to steal the crown of kings, they flew, but you must walk. There is no alternative. The future of the old world depends on your finding your way across this lonely dust bowl. The sunlight turns the dust of the plain to a bitter yellow as you walk. You climb across an open area dotted with a 20 of 30 small holes. Each of the holes is about a cupid across, and packbirds up from the ground as if made by a gigantic needle pushed from underneath. Thin columns of dust rise from some drifting specks gleaming in the misty sunshine. A flash of something catches your eye, but by the time you turn your head, whatever it was, it's gone. Okay, that sounds like dangerous place. You go over to the nearest hole and peer down, but you can make out nothing inside. But darkness. It is not clear how far down the hole goes. Huh. Summon a goblin. We don't have goblin's tooth. Could we do sun, perhaps? Yeah. Sus? Sense danger. Okay, let's do this. Consulting the constellations above you. Bind the spell and quiet voice enters your mind. It warns you that the holes are in fact vents that release hot steam from deep underground in powerful blasts, and you would do well to avoid them. Then the voice fades. Something gleams from inside one of the holes. Should... Okay, let's see. Maybe it will be something useful, but I have a bad feeling about it. You wait for the steam jet to erupt and fall back, then reach inside the hole. There is definitely something there. You reach in and pull out a single polished giant's tooth with a hole drilled in the top. Part of a pendant, perhaps? You pick it up and put it into your pack. A jet of steam erupts quite suddenly from one of the holes. The holes cover this section of the plane. You will have to walk around them, whichever direction you now choose. But I did notice this whole weird thing which is like changing the map. Huh. It is partly gone. It's like is not here at all anymore, which is weird. The sun is beginning to lower, the air begins to cool. You journey across the open plain, approaching a curious black stroke that seems to have been drawn across the land. As you get closer, you see it for what it is, a gash in the land, thousands of fathoms deep. The road comes to a stop at the edge of a wide fissure into the ground, and the ruins of an ancient bridge. The wind roars along the crack in the ground in front of you like a mockery of a river, and a few stones push out over to yawning abyss, but it has long ago tumbled into ruin, and now it does nothing but give you an impressive place to look down. I'm quite sure this bridge was repaired. You creep to the edge of the crack to look down into it. It seems to drop for a miles, the sides plunging like a waterfall of rock. The bottom is lost in the mist, and the rock wall seems quite sheer. Suddenly, you see a movement at the edge of the fissure. Some kind of a long spike reaches up over the edge, bends and hooks into the ground, closely followed by another. That's probably some kind of trap, isn't it? It always is. You wait and watch as the creature drags itself up from the crack in the ground. This is a long six-legged bug with hooked jaws and deadly-looking sting, the size of the one you sliced from the back of the manticore only days ago. Oh yeah, that was quite far. quite much more than only days ago for me. Yeah, I'm quite sure this is not something I want to fight. You waste no time but turn tail and run, but the creature, whatever it is out of the crack in the ground and coming after you. I'm thinking maybe this is like the way to go at the end, or maybe at night. What is this? Let's check this out, because I've seen few of those. You hurry away down the old road and the bug scatters along behind you, running along the inside of the fissure to keep up. It must be able to run much faster than you across the rock, as it appears a moment later directly before you. Jaws open wide, the creature rises, its long sharpened jaws, and seems to have thickened its armor-plated hide. You steel your courage at the sight. This is a lynchbug, a ferocious creature that will be hard to defeat in a battle. Okay, how we can take care of a bug? How? I don't want to spend free stamina on fireball, to be honest. Control non-intelligent creatures. That sounds good, but I'm still it's whole free stamina. Okay, I guess we can try control it. I wonder, could I use it to pass to the other side somehow? That would be nice. You wind the stars into order around you, reaching out to take control of lynchbugs. Dots. Its legs lock up, then it stiffens. It is waiting for your instruction. Ride the bug's back. Oh, yeah! You bring the bug close to you and clamber up onto its back. It's uncomfortable, but offers them the Mondus view of the landscapes. You order the bug northwards to the edge of fissure and ready it into to jump. But although you control the creature's will, you cannot override its most basic instincts. Instead of jumping the fissure, it leans out over to the side and begins to climb down the rock face into the depths of the canyon. You cling onto the bug's antenna for your life as it turns vertical. There is no way to get off. Oh man, this is not good at all. The bug continues. Its inexorably climbed down to the canyon side. It is approaching a large grey-brown marcusi, something built into the side of the rock wall. It is a lynchbug nest, and as you approach, you see it is crawling with hundreds more lynchbugs. The thought occurs to you that these ones will not be under the influence of your spell. Should we try to climb? You ordered the bug to change direction, but it seems the influence of your magic is wearing out. Meanwhile, the bug reaches the rest and squeezes its way in through a tight, sticky entranceway. Everything falls into a darkness except for the echoing clicks of 100,000 lynchbugs and their young. Oh, well, that sounds like I'm in quite deep shit at the moment. You climb on and wait. The bug screams along a narrow passage, almost scraping you off its back. There is nothing you can do but wait. The bug enters a wide chamber, presumably burrowed deep into the rock itself. You are in the white chamber, chewed out from the rock of the canyon wall. In the center sprawls the vast, carpeted body of a lynchbug queen. Your spell has now entirely worn off. I guess I could try fight it, but I could try pray for aid too, I guess, because I feel it will just kill me. You hold on, hoping against hope for some means of escape. The bug you are riding bows low to its queen, and one of Her Majesty 300 A's settles on you. She reaches out, a clubbed limb, and strokes the side of your neck. You bow your head low to the queen's gaze, though you cannot tell if she understands the gesture. The queen raises two of her arms and intones a few words. A moment later, the clicks and ramblings of her front legs transforming impossibly into human speech. "Greetings," she declares. "You are the Analander." I am. You appear surprised by this turn of events. "Good," she answers. "My enchantment will not last long." You stare in disbelief. The queen raises arms to make it clear what it is happening. She has cast a spell, a variant of the rap spell, no doubt. Your Majesty is most powerful. "I am pleased that you have come. I expect my drone to eat you by accident." "Your drone was sent to get me?" "Thus," she answers. "But you are the serpent slayer of legend." "Oh, I am! Hell yeah!" You will need our aid," the queen replies. "It is seen to be so." From an orifice in her underbelly, one hooked claw pulls out a sticky glob of makusi goo. "This is monarch oil," she tells you. "Smear it upon the serpent of water that swims in lake. Ilkalala, and it will shrivel like a burnt creature." She rubs the goo into your hands. Wipe my hands. "Thank you." You nod and place the goo into your backpack. The queen clashes together her antenna, which you understand as nod. "One more thing," she adds. "Do not forget that." Her remaining words are lost into the clicks and scarpes, and wet squirts as her spell fades. Well, that's not very useful now, is it? Can't you just wave the hand thing again and speak to me, please? Your Majesty? You ask. But the queen clearly does not understand you, and perhaps does not even recognize you. your words as meaningful speech. She issues some kind of order. The Lynchback who brought you here scoops you up and clambers out of the nest. You found 2 new clues, and another clue has been updated. Okay, so this is the way we can take care of the water serpent, I believe. The bug clambers up over the canyon's edge and drops you into the dirt with a final nod. It turns and strides away. You call out a thank you to the bug, but it has already gone. You look around once more. A few birds swoop and well into the crevice, turning circles that are way below you, and yet still high up in the air. How I'm possibly be able to jump across? I could float, couldn't I? No! No! I want float! Float! Ah, crap. Oh! Oh! I pressed jump across. You eye up the width of the gap cautiously. It is a long distance, made harder to judge by the featurelessness of the far side. You will probably be unable to make it, at least not without aid. I want to get on the other side, although the way it makes me problem to get on the other side, I feel like this is not the right moment to go on the other side, but we'll see. You cast the spell, lightening your body weight to a mere fraction of a normal. No! I want just jump. Taking a short run up, you race for the edge of the fissure and hurl yourself into a space. Out into space. Your fatal light weight means you hardly fall, but it also means the speed of your run up is quickly lost. You fall gently and calmly for a long, long way into the featureless chasm. Then, with no warning, the spell ends and you speed up. Nothing else happens for some time, and then, when finally something does occur, it is mercifully brief. You have fallen to your death. Your adventure is at the end. Oh my god. RIP. Okay, I guess I could just end this episode here. I kind of wanted to do more progress, but well, I don't want to make this episode too long, of course. So if this spell doesn't really help me, I don't think there is anything which could help me get on the other side. And my theory is that this bridge here at night might be, yeah, you see, you can almost see it appear. So I'm gonna assume this is indeed like indicators between day and night. This is my theory. And that it shows me what I can expect at night. So when I get here in future, I might very likely get here when there will be a night, and then I'm gonna just pass through. I don't know. This is just a theory, though. Okay, well, I guess that would be it for this episode. First, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'm gonna see you in the next episode. See ya!